Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's officially 5 weeks until BTS come to London and do their concerts at Tottenham Stadium, so I basically wanted to do a series of videos basically helping you prepare, whether it's your first BTS concert or whether you just want some advice on like what to do while you're in London for the BTS concerts. Basically that's what this series is going to be. It's going to be everything from like travel to like what restaurants you can go to, basically information about the stadium, bag policies, like everything. So I'm hoping closer to the time there will be more information about like what events will be on around the times of the concerts, because sometimes they do have like pop-up stores and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyway, for today's video it's basically going to be like everything you need to know about seeing BTS in London, what to expect and what you would need to prepare for coming to London as well. So without further ado, we are just going to get right into it. Okay, so first thing is the tube. I feel like we have to talk about the tube. I've recently gotten a lot better using the underground because I visit my sister quite a bit, so I've sort of got the knack of it pretty much. So Tottenham Stadium's closest tube stations, they have a White Hart Lane, which is the overground line, and the other two stations they have are Tottenham Hale, which is a 25-minute walk from the stadium, so it is a bit lengthy, and Seven Sisters, which is a 30-minute walk away. So, and that's also the Victoria line as well. So basically just be prepared to do a lot of walking. I definitely recommend having comfortable shoes as well. A lot of misconceptions about the tube. You don't need an Oyster card. I have one literally just because I bought it like years ago. And I sometimes use it basically to just keep track of how much travel money I'm using and that kind of stuff, because I find sometimes if I am just using my card I sort of forget how much money I'm spending, and I like to have a budget. That's something that I also think is very important. London is expensive, like, so depending on how long you're planning to stay in London for, whether it's for both nights of the concert, whether it's for the weekend before the concerts and then you're staying until the concerts are finished, I definitely have a budget for each day regarding like food, travel, and stuff like that. So yeah. So another thing that I find really useful for when I travel to London is actually an app called City Mapper. This has helped me a lot. Literally all I have to do is type in like where I'm going from the location I'm at, and it will tell me what tube I can get or what bus I can get as well, because you can get buses as well. And it basically just gives you different options depending on like what's the most effective, and it also tells you the price as well, so you're not just like randomly spending money. And it's really effective, and it also is good so that you don't get lost, because so I know all about that. Okay, so we've discussed travel. Now what is around Tottenham Stadium? So there is actually a Sainsbury's right by the stadium, so like if you wanted to get just like something quick like a sandwich or something, that'd be perfect before the concert. However, I have known from experience, I think there was like a Sainsbury's or something at Wembley Stadium, it gets so busy, like it is packed. So that's just one thing to consider. There's also some cafes around. They have a fair amount of restaurants around the stadium, so like they've got a Domino's, they have a Caribbean restaurant, some pubs as well. Now if you did want to get some fast food, there is a McDonald's quite a way down from the stadium. I want to say it'd probably be like a mile walk, roughly. From what I can see on my maps anyway. There is no parking at Tottenham Stadium from what I remember. So on their website it actually says that driving is not recommended as there is no parking on site at the stadium. So it basically suggests to either get a coach or go by tube, basically. So those are like the two main options. I know National Express do travel from like all different places up and down the country for the concerts. So if you're thinking that would be the best option for you, then I definitely would look into that. For me, I'm gonna be staying with my sister at her flat, so because she's based in London, I will be getting the tube. But yeah, that's basically all the travel stuff, essentially. So Tottenham Stadium does actually have some guidelines as well of what their policies are regarding what you can bring, what you can't bring. So I just thought I'd quickly go over that. Okay, so you're not allowed to bring in bottles of any kind, glass vessels, cans or flasks. Food as well, but it does say that maybe discretion for children's snacks. Liquids of any kind, including water and alcohol. So I have actually heard that you're allowed to bring an empty bottle with you. Oh. Sorry about that. I had to free up space on my camera. So apparently you can bring empty bottles in with you, but they can't have any liquids in, and then you can get them filled up inside the venue, from what I've heard anyway. But it might be different for this concert. You are not allowed to bring in any umbrellas, so I would recommend, like, if it, just in case it rains, I mean, it is going to be July in the UK, but UK weather is the most unpredictable weather, like, yeah, so it could end up raining in July, so we shall see. But anyway, I would recommend bringing like a rain mat of some kind, like a foldable poncho that you can literally just have in your bag. You can get ones that literally fold up into like a tiny little square, just to keep in your bag. I will be doing a whole bag video as well of what I'm going to be taking with me to the concert, so you can see what I'm bringing in my bag. Obviously it's different for everyone, but I tried to pack like the essentials that I will need throughout the day. So yeah.
Also, the rules for the stadium bags are size A4 or smaller, so it can be no bigger than A4.
Okay, so a lot of this is basically just general stuff, so I'm like the obvious basically. So I'm just gonna state the ones that like some people might bring in to the stadium. So one of it is spray paint, large industrial style permanent marker pens. Yeah.
Also, you can bring banners into the stadium just as long as they are no bigger than A3.
Okay, so it also says animals except service dogs and assistance dogs. Selfie sticks, GoPros, professional and semi-professional cameras and long camera lenses. So any type of professional camera basically will not be allowed in the stadium. But to be honest, like, you don't really need to bring a professional camera, because like most phone cameras nowadays are like really good quality and film in HD, so I think that'll be fine. Okay, so we're just gonna have a look at the food and drink that they actually have in the stadium. So they have what is called the M Cafe. So it's open, these will be open on event days. So basically you can get breakfast and lunch items from there, coffee, hot food, salad options, and selection of cakes and bakery goods. So basically, like, if you did want to get something from there, then that is an option.
So looking at Tottenham's website, they actually have a lot of different restaurants around the stadium, one including Soul Birdie, and basically they do like plant-based options, they do Korean fried chicken, which is quite nice, but I will also be talking about other Korean food places that I like eating in London in a separate video.
Because I think it is like connected to the stadium. So next they also have a shop, which I think is gonna be where the merch is gonna be. To be honest, I've tried looking, so I looked at the Stray Kids merch when they had it last year, and they basically put all of the merch in the shop. So they had it like catered to the event that was going on at that time. I don't know if they can like rent out a like field or a car park or whatever, because there's not really a car park on site for them to put like the massive tents up for the merch. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm sure that we'll get a Weverse announcement with more information about like where the merch is going to be. But they do have a shop that is like inside the stadium, so it could be that they have multiple like merch stalls just dotted around as well, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened at Wembley as well. They had like separate stalls as well as the main merch stall. So yeah, that might be pretty much everything. I have another video that I'm going to do basically, which is going to be like my favourite spots to visit in London, because I think like if you're coming to London for the concerts but you also want to do some other things while you're there, I have quite a few places that I will recommend to you, because there's some really cool places in London that I like to go visit, especially food places. Like there's a lot of good Korean restaurants that I've tried in London that are my absolute favourite, so that will be another video coming. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. I will try my best to answer all your questions, but like I said, there will most likely be more information available closer to the time. But yeah, the start of the BTS concert prep videos have begun, and I'm so excited, you guys. But I'm also like, I have not prepared at all. So I'm doing a video of me decorating my new light stick, which I'm hoping I'll be able to get done soon because I'm really behind on it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.